Hello friends, welcome back to the video. This video is about click button to change image color using Elementor. For example, I'm talking about this. When I click on green button, the image become green. When I click on blue button, the image become blue. And as same as when I click on red button, it becomes red. So let's jump into the editing page and find out how do we make click button to image color using Elementor. So this is our Elementor page builder. So for the first step, I will take a parent container and I'll make sure the parent container has a direction of right side. So it's already right. So on the parent container, I will take two child container. So the two child container is right now going to the vertical direction. So let me select this container and change the direction to the right side. So it become right now. Now for the first container, I will take an image widget. And for second container, first I will take a heading. And then I will take a text editor. And first I will change the heading into choose the beast. So inside this container, we will take another container. So we have here a container, one more container inside this child container. Now I will select this container. So I will take a divider widget. So this is our divider widget. I will take this divider widget and put the top of the container. And I'll make some changes with the divider widget. First I select this widget and then I'll select here pixel, change into the pixel width, and then I make it 270. Now here you can see the add element. So I am here adding an element of text and I give the text is dynamic. Power. Now we will update it. And then on style for this widget, this divider widget on a style, I will give the weight of this widget is 2. And I also gap between the lines also 2. And update it. So on the next tab, I will change the typography of the text as well. So on text, on a style and then text, I will find out the typography over here. And here it's default. I will select the pop-in. And on typography, I will also give the weight of that typography, our text dynamic power. I will give the weight of 500. So it's just perfect. Just let me update it. And now you remember we added a container inside this container. So I will select this container and put a button widget. So I'll just added a button widget. Now I'll make some changes on this button widget. First, I will remove the text. So there is no text on the button. And then we have an option to choose an icon for our button. So now I will select the icon library. Over here, I will search for the car. And here is our car icon. Let me insert it. So that's how our button look like initially. Let's update it. And now I will make some changes of the button style and the color. So first I will select the style and change the color of the button into the red. So this is the color of the icon. So let me make the default again. And first I will change the color of button background. So now it's red and updated. Let me make red again. So this button is red color now, and I'll make some few changes for the border of the button and the padding. So border, I will get the border of 20. So make our button little bit circle and give the padding of this button somewhere around like 12. So 12 is perfect, just updated. So now what I am going to do, I am going to duplicate this button couple of times. So first I select this container and make sure the direction selected to the right side and updated, and then I will duplicate this button couple of times. So now we have our three buttons over here. So one by one I will change the color of the button background into the green button. Let's make it more green. And select this button and change the color of this button into the blue color. So just perfect. Let me update it. So now for the next step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take an image for our this image widget. So let me select this widget and take an image of a ATV bike. So first let me take a red color because we put a red button first. And now I will going to duplicate this image couple of times inside this container. So let me duplicate it. And now I'm going to one by one change the image. So here I'm going to take a green color ATV bike, and for this image widget I will take a blue color ATV bike. And update it. So now I will give some CSS ID and classes of all image widget one by one. So let's start with the red widget, red image widget. Let's select the widget and go to the advanced and layout section. Here we can see CSS ID and CSS classes. So let me give the CSS ID. So the image is color, the image color is red. So I will give the ID is red image. And I also give the CSS classes is all images because we want our all images merge at the end of this project. So all images update. So it should be same for every color, red / image and then all images. So let's go and edit this image, advanced in layout section, CSS ID green image, all images, and I will do the same with this image widget as well. Advanced layout, blue color, blue image, and all images, and update. Now on the next step, I will add a HTML widget. You can add this HTML widget anywhere on your site because the HTML widget will be hide on responsive website. Let me show you. So this is our HTML widget. Let me put this widget inside a container. Let me take a container and give this container a HTML widget. So here is our HTML widget, but as I told you that HTML widget will be hide in responsive website. You can see that on website it will not show here, but and on editing page you can see that it show here the HTML widget. So we will put some HTML code here which will help us to show and hide our picture when we click on the button. So here is the HTML code. I write it down already for you. So you can copy paste it or you can write it down, and you don't need to worry. This code will be given in the description. So you can copy from there, or if you want to write it down, so you can pause the video and write it down once for all. So let me copy this HTML code and paste it here and update it. So let me tell you something about this code. So this code is help us to show and hide the image when we click on the button. And one more thing important I need to tell you about this HTML code, that there is nothing to change about this code, that there is nothing need to be changed. So this code is universal. You just copy my code and paste it. It will work on your website and on your project. So this code is universal, work for any website. Okay. Now the next step is I'm going to give this container a CSS code. I will add the CSS code on this container. So I will select this container and select the advanced, and in advanced you can see on right bottom custom CSS. This option is only available on Elementor Pro. So you can check out my video and the end of this video that how you can get Elementor in free, or how you can get Elementor Pro features without buying Elementor Pro. Okay, so you can see that video and you will find out how to do it. So I will put a CSS code on this custom CSS for this whole container. So I will select this whole parent container and then advanced and CSS, custom CSS code. So I already made a code for you guys. So you just have to copy and paste this code. So you can see here that initial image show hide CSS. And this is our JavaScript HTML code, dynamic image hide show. So this code is the custom CSS code. You should copy this code or write it down and paste it custom CSS over here. So once you paste it, you see our all images are merged. All right. So let's update it. And this HTML code help us to show and hide when we click on the button. So the last and the next step is to give an attribute to the buttons. So attribute will help us when we click on the button, the image will change. Let me show you. Right now I click on the button, the image is not changing, right? But when I give attribute to the buttons, so when I click on the button, the image will change the color. Okay. So let's go to the editing page and select the first button we have here. Select the button and go to the advanced, and in advanced you will find out the attribute right before custom CSS. On attribute we have to put the key values. So I made the key values already, which is also universal, and this code is also universal. There is nothing to change about this custom CSS code, this HTML code, and this button attribute. There are few changes you can do, which is the custom ID and custom CSS with the different color you want. So I give the attribute to the button. So I will copy this and paste over here. So now you see it says data show me and it says image ID show me. So it's asking for the image ID name. So you remember we give the code to, let's first update it. And now you remember that we give a custom CSS ID to every image widget, right? So the first image of red color, we give the custom CSS ID is red image. The CSS ID is red image. So all we have to change here is select the button again and go to the attribute. Just change from here where you say image ID name. Erase it. You should erase first and then you should write red image. The ID which we give to every image widget, it's come to here. Now I will do the same with all of the buttons. So let's select the green button, go to advanced, and then go to attribute, copy the attribute key values, paste it over here, and change into green image. Update. Copy this attribute key value and do the same process with the blue button. Change into blue image and update. So now let's have a look. When I click the button, the image will change or not. So here are our click button image to change the color of the image. And when I click the green button, it don't get green yet. And when I click the blue button, it's same, it's not get blue. So why this is happening? Because we are on editing page. To see the result, we have to select the response preview page, and here you can see when I click the green it become green, and when I click the blue it's become the blue. Just same as the example I showed you before from the beginning of the video, that when I click the green button it become green, when I click the blue button it becomes blue. So this is our responsive page of editing page. So in editing page, remember, in editing page it will not get green or blue. You can see the changes on preview. So once you click on preview, the preview page will open, and then you can check what you did in the editing page. So now when you click on the green button, the image will become the green, and now you click on the blue button, the image will become the blue. So let me open this notepad over here again. So this is our CSS code which we will put on the main container, and this is our attribute button which we put on the button attribute. Go to advanced and then go to attribute. Okay, and the third thing is HTML code. So our HTML code is right here. So it will be not shown in the responsive website, just like this, or you can check here. Our HTML code is right here, but it is not shown on the responsive side. So this code is HTML code. And one more thing over here, which is classes CSS and ID for the images. So let me select the image. So this is our CSS ID and CSS classes for every image. If you find out other images, you should click on the navigator, and when navigator open, you should select the container. This container, you see 3 images. The first image is the red one, the second image is the green one. You can check here the green image, same as this image, the blue image. So you can change the image by opening the navigator over here. Now the final thing is, let me show you the laptop view and the mobile view, how this will look like on tablet and mobile view. Okay, so this is our tablet laptop view. Let me select first. We should select over here responsive mode. So our responsive mode, just come here, and then we should select the tablet mode. So this is our tablet mode. This is just perfect and perfectly fit for our website. So let me check the mobile view of this. So mobile view is also perfect, but there is something needs to be changed, which is button, which button are very right side at the moment. So let make it in the middle and center. Select this container, and on layout you will find out the justify content and alignment. So we should make it center. So our button gets center and updated. So this is our mobile view, and this is our tablet view, and this is our laptop view. So let me click one more time to the preview page to show the result of click button to change color image. So this is red, now this is green, and this is blue. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more upcoming amazing tutorial videos.